Roger, Roger, 123. Hello, everyone. I will update. I will be updating the assembly and try to explain some stuff, or at least show anything I can about it. Right now, I have the game assembly right here. Open it with open the usual Mondays project data. You can see it on program files, Steam maps, common, and the game itself. Mondays project data managed, and the assembly setup is this one. And choppy here. All these are just mainly related things to the. Basically, these all ones are related, and this one is my custom one, which is updated, which I have it right here. Same deal, same one. I just choose it like this to skip up on to make it faster update. Simply put, and just copy paste stuff. We're going from one to another. Starting from the top, we go to Arena Manager. We start with, if I remember correctly, it's going to take a while because I'm slow. I need to first remember where it was to add the endless mess. Yeah, here, endless. When you do standard endless, normal endless, where you do wave 1 to 3, and then go back to wave 1, and gives enemy toughness increase. It's here on. Arena Manager begin next wave at here. UI gain new notice track, that, which you can replace it with new notice, new string, the contents of it, however many you want, and random element string and such. Copy. Or to have a better example instead of just copying the whole thing, I'm gonna make it like this, that. Element goes with red because I already have it here. I don't even know why. Should, I guess it's because it's missing another option. So, yeah. Or maybe not, I don't know. Basically, you need this. New string, contents, random element, string, and data. That's all. Compile, and it's done. Now it's all here. Next. We go to. I will explain everything. I don't know every single bit of the code, so I'm just going to show what I changed and nothing else. Because we can spend here all fucking day and get to know it. Check create ghost offering. It essentially checks if it can create a ghost, or I guess. No, wait, no. No, this is the one that checks if it's possible alongside this one. This one is mainly for the effects that the ghost itself gets. For example, the chance for it to spawn being 0.1 F as in 10%. Making it on your own squad, making the same function essentially. The random text that pops up in the corner here, and it gives you the bribe effect, the buff, and the effect itself. Or to be more precise, the bribe effect is basically a cosmetic thing. It does nothing. The bribe buff and the bribe effect are two separate things in a way. Since I can pretty much delete this part and it will work the same way, just without the bribe buff on top of the characters, the little hearts, the little pink hearts. Yeah, just change it to 50% like I do, or whatever you want, and have fun with it. This tells you the random chance, returns in random chance, which I'm not sure if it's related to that. Inside the victim, the type of character, skip if it's soulless. Skip is soulless, I'm not sure what's the point of this. And if the victim doesn't have the trait soulless. I guess. Conditions, the same deal, perma quiet, basically not, you don't care about this for the most part. Don't think you need to touch it either way. This is the clone totals, which it isn't actually the thingy. It's on this one here, I think it was. Yeah, here. Catalog. This is for the clones amount. It it uses this calculate total corpus blocks. What you care about. If I'm not wrong, it checks how many enemy squads have spawned since the start. Since the start of the way, how many squads have spawned. Maybe, I don't know. Don't fucking know the code, I just understand shit and that's about it. Smaller than the float number, and number bigger than the corpus that you have. I think, I don't know. Basically, if you add here at times 2 or times 3, I'm not sure where exactly, you can just get multiple clones. More than 4 to go to 5 to no, from 4 to 3 clones to 6 clones to 9 clones and so on and so forth, if I remember correctly. Here on the other hand, you can change the spawn speed, or rather how fast it goes. If you change the first value to higher up, it will go slower. If you change the second value to be divided by a smaller number, for example by, for fuck's sakes, by 1%, 100%, it will be much faster than before. It will be way faster than before. Well, 3% by 300%, I don't know. Just change to one makes it already way faster than before. Depends a little bit on the stage as well. Because I'm not sure why, but the 3 types of stages, infiltration, siege, and arena survival or whatever it's called, work differently for the clones and the enemy squads and whatnot. The infiltration being the train and the Nexus base, siege being the very first arena stage, or the second rather, the oil stuff, and the N51 hard shell, and the rest are the survival ones, the other 3 ones being the foundries, the slaughterhouse, and the other one. I don't remember, my memory shit and I haven't played the game for a long time. But yeah, change it to 1, goes way faster, or change it, or fuck around with the numbers, whatever it should deal. This is going to be a long video, isn't it? To remove the clones getting killed at the end of the wave, just go edit method, pack, and spack, or rather, no, not that, here, pack. Done. Clones no more, clones won't die anymore, that's it, nothing else. Yeah, this is the speed, this is the how many it can spawn, the clones I mean. This is, I'm not sure what it does. I guess it makes so that it doesn't, because it's a squad mate, it's similar, it might use the same thing as a player, so that it doesn't give you the pop-up to revive him. It's set to kill, I don't know, kill all, you know. This is, I don't know. I think this is mainly related because you can give the cloning ability, the replicate, to other characters, and will lock the rate speed to 1 corpus. At least to Harling it does. But they won't spawn clones. But if you have the replicate skill, I think, if you had it or not, don't remember exactly, they will just die at the end of the wave, unless you edit this. And each point is to kill them, and 1 each piece, and 1 corpus. So, yeah. For hirelings at least. this doesn't really matter, at least from what I know. Create ghost. We go here, create ghost. And bam. Lot of shit. A lot of shit. I'ma just. Opa. Basically, here just says character, creates the character, return the card by name, being the Spectre offering. Which you can edit without any issues, or you can do the funny thing that we've learned across the time, which mainly helped, mainly thanks to Xdefault for giving me the idea of it. Or was it Xdefault? I don't remember. Where it essentially, by replacing this with a new bit, with all this thing, it makes it so that there's a 1% chance to spawn a tier 5. If it doesn't spawn a tier 5, goes to the second one with a 5% chance. If it doesn't, then go with the next one, 10% chance. If it doesn't, next one. If it doesn't, next one. Basically, any character that has within the description of an tier, whichever number it is, it will trigger. It can spawn in any of these numbers, variants, or whatever it is. Or you can also make it just a specific list with the same way that was done with the text up there for the any toughnets. You can use the same deal with this, a bit modified. Not like we use it anymore because it's much better than having a pre-made list or whatever. This scales the ghost to the victim scale. For example, if you have a mag, you kill a mag, it will make the ghost up to the scale of the mag. If you just remove it, it will use the scale of the character itself. For example, if you have the Z golem like I do on tier 5, it will spawn with the scale 1.5 scale. This is a lot of different stuff. This is do not record values. I think this basically tells you that if it has armor, if the enemy has armor, because the ghost spectre as such can spawn with the enemy armors, they won't gain benefits from them, if I'm not wrong. The same, I think this removes gloves, boots, and outfits maybe, I don't remember exactly. No knockoff, as in the armor can get removed because they're part of the ghost and so on. Only colors, swap colors as profit squads. This essentially changes their colors. The only being the for glass, it is color being for ring color, custom color 2, also for gloves. I think I don't remember to particularly use it all that much. So yeah, since I mainly care for this, I don't really care for all this. Okay, next one, create controller. This doesn't really matter to the player. I think it's the talking guy, maybe. Or maybe not, I don't know. Minion squad. For this, I need to create a new method to be able to allow the custom troopers to spawn. Since I need to make a new method, thanks to Wikidon, they made it himself. They made it. He is the spawn random trooper. Whatever I made, spawn random troopers. It's a new method that he made. It's really nice. It's really neat. It's really convenient too. Just need to create the method. Edit method, static, spawn random trooper. Copy this, signature, char data system, paramount tier 1. If I remember to use all that, create method, static, trooper. I forgot already the thingy, and I forgot another thingy too. I am very good at this. I just copy this the same way. If it works, yeah, this doesn't matter because you can't edit assemblies that aren't, for example, you can edit the original assembly, the one in the games files. This one right here you can edit without any issues. This one. But the one that I have separated my own for keeping, for updating and such, this one you cannot edit, at least not on DnSpy. Go back here and go here, edit class, and replace everything. Spark. Compile. If it lets me, it doesn't because there's this shit. Unity engine object. Copy that. Go to the next one. Do that. Go to the next one. Do that. Compile. Yep. Now it's the spawn random trooper. Bada bing, bada boom. What this does, the way it's done, if it's below tier 1, as in without upgrading the troopers whatsoever, you will only get tier 1 troopers like this. Create character, return all cards by tab, find all, description contains trooper tier 1. As the description doesn't need to be only trooper tier 1. It just needs to contain the words trooper tier 1. Tier 1, or whatever words you want. Simply put. If it's smaller than tier 1, as in no average. Upgrade 0 when you only get 2 troopers. If you upgrade once, goes to tier 1 and same deal. But now it also contains tier 1 and tier 2. And can spawn those two. Same deal, tier 2, but tier 1, 2, 3, tier 2, 3, 4, tier 3, 4, 5. I did try to make it like the ghosts. No, yeah, like this, but didn't really work because DnSpy is a bit of a bitch about it. Anyway, back to here to create minion squad. Just want to copy this as usual because I am a lazy fuck. Creates everything, minion squad. I'm not a really good guide because, you know, spawn on the trooper, it always changes this for some reason. Its index needs to reference this. Return some new minion rank so that it works. And this is thanks to Wigdon. He's the goat, a really good goat. You know, he's the goat. It basically allows them to have their own loadouts, either loadouts, primary, secondary, sidearm, throne, and armor displacements. If they have them. If they don't, I guess they use the original, I don't know. Just spawn with random weapons. I made one extra here, to avoid giving me errors. And it should work now. Yep. Alright, the range. This. Now to the range. This basically tells you how many times it will repeat this. Either from 1 times to 3 times. It happens, if I'm not wrong, for each individual trooper. For example, normally there will be 4 troopers. This will make it so that it can happen either up to one more time, from 1 time to up to 3 times. For example, one trooper can spawn 3 times, while another can spawn only 1 time. So from a squad of 4, you can go from 4 up to 12. You can change it to whatever you want. Black the game, go nuts. Sadness can hider, doesn't particularly matter. The power up, enable some, no. Enable wave start, no. And checkpoint, wave, no. Origin check, imaginary friend. The thing that I hate the most, because I don't really like how it was done. For example, let's see. If inactive, my friend, control player 1, generated wave, killed units, smaller than, generated total units by 33%, alongside 25% chance, the player trauma being smaller than 33% chance, and it should be on final wave, and the corpus should be greater than 1. No, I don't know. If it isn't on the final wave and the player base isn't greater than 1, and it will equals well, essentially makes it so that there needs to be, for example, actually don't particularly remember. Yeah, the wave needs to be down by 33%, as in you need to kill more than 33% of the wave. Whenever an enemy squad spawns, there's a 25% chance the player of the corpus of the player needs to be lower than 33% or damaged by 33%. I'm not particularly sure. It needs to be on the final wave, and the player needs to have less than 1 corpus, or rather needs to have less than 2 corpus, needs to have 1 corpus. Those are the conditions for the imaginary friend to spawn, which is fucking bullshit. That's why I remove most of it and make it a 50% chance at any wave and at any corpus, to make the imaginary friend actually relevant. No longer cares for how many units have spawned, it's a 50% chance for any squad. Doesn't care for the player trauma, for the player HP, it doesn't care if it's on the final wave or not, and if the player's HP corpus is greater than 1. Actually, I don't remember if this really matters or not. Well, it works otherwise. Compile. And it's done. It should work technically. Maybe I messed it up at some point. I don't remember. I feel like it should work. Well, apart from that, I don't think it particularly matters much. Combatant base player 1, player 1. Clutter mode doesn't matter. Brave enemies. It's just the bribe stuff. It's pretty much unclear bribes. I don't want to clear bribes. I want to have bribes. Bribed guys around the base, around the enemies and such. Bam. No more clear bribes. Bribes now stack up. So you can have like a factor of troopers, a factor of bribed enemies, and so on and so forth. A factor of specter gods, and so on and so forth. It's very fun. I know, sorry, like shit. Took another design, so I'm a bit on edge. Imagine a friend. Then I keep this. I don't change this because I don't want it to be present non-stop. Wonder if it can stack. If you remove this, if you can stack up the friends, would be kind of funny. A bit busted too, but kind of funny. Minion cost. Yay! I'm going to change this because my troopers are way busted. Way better than the vanilla one. So, no particularly sure how it works, but I just make it change the +1 to a multiply by 5, which is the sum rank. So basically it takes the only +1 makes +1 rank, but this makes times 5, so a max rank of tier 5 makes it the value 25, which I'm not particularly sure how it calculates yet. So yeah, I just leave it like this and makes it from 1800 something to 3000 such. Don't spend weapon, returns minor rank. No, circular time. Oh, it's a bit late, well, whatever. No. Spawn minions. This is basically all this. Some other stuff. The lines that the characters use on the square right here. What we scream with. The lines right here. So on. And how fast they spawn. They basically use a second of for 5 seconds to 10 seconds divided by 50, which kind of just nullifies everything, making this 0.1 to 0.2. It's kind of dumb. So just do that. Actually, I should keep it on 10. Compile. And now it's from 1 second to 10 seconds from one trooper to the next. Spawn on troopers, already talked about it. This guide is semi-guide updating thingy, it's any help. Update and create, unleash friend. Yay! The thingy showing that finally bloody updated it and made it so trooper doesn't go from fucking 1 level to 15 levels and be stuck at there. Yeah, I see it now. From level 5 up to level 30. Don't particularly understand what's the point from this. The level by 30. Don't quite get it. Yeah, so from level 8, no, level 5 it uses pistol, if it's greater than level 8 it uses shotguns, greater than level 40 uses SMGs, greater than level 20 uses rifles. I just changed that to for the range variant, of course. Where was it? Random troopers. What the fuck is this? Units. Yeah, there's also this. I haven't found how to make it spawn characters this with the description and whatnot. So for now it's using a pre-made list. Imagine a friend. Actually, I should remove this because the imaginary normally is kinda meh. So you have acro, melee, range, and unarmed. I also forgot to copy the level stuff, just so I don't have to write it again. Saves up time. Kinda wanted to also make this to, yeah, if it focus skill is range, it uses this whole thing. I'm changing so that level 1 uses level 1 to 5 uses pistol, 6 to 10 to 9 to 10 uses revolvers, so on. SMGs, shotguns, rifles, heavy, which is kind of funny because it can also spawn with custom weapons. All this kind of stuff that I don't understand what it does, other than this that changes your friend's damage, which essentially gives bonus damage by the level. So if it's level 30 it gets normally divided by 2, so 15 extra damage, same for melee, but I just changed to 1 to make them deal more damage and be funnier, more useful, let's say. Update imaginary friend doesn't really matter, I think. And that's about it for arena manager. Just gonna now change all this text, add my own custom text, which I just I didn't really write it myself, I generated additional ones. But generation I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to fucking spend the rest of my life. I'm not creative. I don't have enough things to time and think to create lines and what's not. I don't even remember what was this related to. Round fair. So yeah, you have summon minion text. When a minion gets summoned, troopers. Send back up when you call in troopers. This is when the troopers spawn, or rather the last trooper spawns, it triggers the line when the last trooper spawns. It also applies the bribe, not effect, it's buff, also when the last one spawns. Try to move them around, but doesn't really work all that much. Ghost, imaginary friends, round start, and so on and so forth. Making my life a little bit easier by just copy pasting everything. And I'm done. No more running the manager needed. Next thingy. Let's see if I don't forget anything. Because it's rather common for me to do so. Career data. There was something here, if I'm not wrong. But it's going to take a file. Yeah, file. No, not that. I need to go to this one because it's easier. My custom it's easier to find stuff that I updated here, changed and whatnot. Was it here or was it another weird, another method, another class? Kill me. Yeah, kill me. This is for the trooper, the hireling. Whenever they die. Yeah, the top one is for the cloner and the bottom one is for when they get killed without a cloner. You know, the expensive one, the cheap one. The heaviest investment, the cheaper investment of whatever else. So just to save my ass, I just copy everything. To save myself the trouble. This insert dot my name is the Harling name. Simply put. This uses the color, replaces it. Just so you know that if the Harling name itself has its own color, it won't care about the color that you apply here. Normally it colors everything the same, but if your character has a name, for example, let's say his name Bobbert and his name is Red, it will be Bobbert Red is healing in the med bay with whatever color this is. Same with this. I think this is green, it will be red in red Bobbert, with green went to the clone. If you play, you've seen it happen with my mod if you use any named special names in the Harlings. Revive me, Prinkari, so I'll go back here. I'll eventually find it. There's a specific way to change the character that you spawn with. This is pointless. This doesn't matter whatsoever. I think. I never use this really. Don't think it matters all that much. Version check. Yeah, there's nothing else. Career data. We go next to chart data. Character data. Character data. Sure hope this is still recording and not fucking me up. I'm dead. I'm dead. Check Harling level up. Whenever Harling name levels up, or rather when the level up is maxed out. He's too busy being fabulous. Check Harling level up. Compile. Same deal. Same stuff. You are eating that and you're strength. No. The whole list goes forward. Much fucking. You can make it as big as you want. I don't think it really affects performance. At least I wouldn't believe so. I think there was level up Harling, but was it on the other one? Yeah, I think it was up here. Career data should be level up Harling, something like that, no? The low, no, it's not. Kill me if I hire. It's not here. Was forget where the one is at. Skin, speed. Ah, level handling. No, it's here. It's still here. Level up handling. Same deal. UI game notice. Selected. Go down. Copy this. Back to the new one. The updated assembly. Go here. Spam. Compile. Done. Same deal. New string. Ew, the contents. That. Duck level. Personally, it's just become a problem. Got squeezy, got beefier, and a hidden rage. You don't think there's anything else here? I never played around with this, so I don't know if it works, if it changes anything related to the how fast the Harling is get their levels, their XP and whatnot. Don't remember where it was. There's something about Hank, no Hank, a grant. If I do this, I should find it much simpler. Grant. Agency against Hank Wimbledon. It's not this one. New game. Yeah, it's on game manager now. This one game manager should be this one. No. It's somewhere here, but I never remember because it's in a weird place. It's a new game, which you can't see here, which is annoying. Some weird as fuck place. Game transition, wasn't it? Yeah, here. New game. This. In game modes playground. This essentially gives you the character you spawn with. You go here, edit method, and you use the file name of the character. I just use Hank because I feel like he's a convenient character used to balance stuff out for the normal player, not for the 100 imprints player. Then you can just change it to whatever you want. Go back up. I was at career data, wasn't it? Yeah, up here. Chart data, not career. Career were higher up. Next. No. There's nothing on the. If I remember correctly, there's nothing on E. Think. Really don't fucking remember. Nothing on F. Game manager. Was there anything relevant on game manager? I really need to simplify my shit in some way. Make a drive, Word or some file or some shit to just update my stuff much faster than this. No, I don't think there's anything here. Return pause game. Now start. Nothing. A bit of a rush because I need to wake up early tomorrow. There is stuff. I might forget something at some point. I don't remember. Maybe I should do after the H. which will be headquarters yeah, headquarters manager. Headquarters manager, yay! Which you have the doctor. Doctor. As you can see, the recovered fitted hairline I'll get a cool haircut. But I also want to steal someone's identity, being the skin function. Need to create a new method for it, which is a bit more complicated on this part, because if I detect class and try to compile it, there's some weird errors, which I cannot change, I cannot resolve. So I need to do a bit of a workaround, save it, because it's important to save while doing all this business. So I create a new method, being event doctor scan signature. No, I need to make it static. Signature type system object dot okay add next one being system bool yes add params add one no this is in target with the sequence of one and add in toggle with sequence of two. If I remember correctly, that would be most of it. Okay, which gets all of that. We go to hurling. Well, no, hurling. We go to haircut. This is the one that we care about, or rather, or the same. We'll go to skins. It's already made. Opa. Since I have already made it beforehand. Just copy everything. Go here. Skin. Here. Edit method. Oh my god. Compile. And I have an extra mistake. Compile. Yeah, and it's done. Now we save it so that it works. So that I can add it to Doctor. But same deal, I'm way too fucking lazy and I just copy paste it. Copy paste. Get a cool haircut. Get a cool haircut. Get a cool ass haircut. Bam. And still so much identity is done. There's a new button and everything in the game. What's a time medium? I don't fucking know what this is. Maybe I could play an option. I don't know what it is. Medium, small. Keep it medium. I don't know what it does. What the small one is. So I'll keep it medium. Medium. I'm done. Now the doctor has skin function. Yippee! Okay, now next doctor. I realized that since just to not move everywhere. For example, I go here, I go to black market. And you see, you can sell stuff and open the black market. But I just unified all the shops because it's way more convenient. You don't have to move from one place to another, or you have the a shop in the container, the shop on the outside, and the shop next to the heli. Enter HQ. Oh yeah, I didn't change the music, did I? Need to go up and change the music because I forgot about it. Event black market done. Event quartermaster. Same deal. Bam. Fence. Yeah, event fence. Yeah, I need to change the music. It wasn't here. No. Question mark? No, it is here. I think. Maybe I'm crazy. It wasn't here. No? Question mark? Was it here? Was not. I feel like it wasn't. I feel like it was Marina Manager, wasn't it? Marina Manager. Maybe I forgot to update it. Was it really on Enter HQ? Maybe I need to open it again. Create and open another Enter HQ. Because I don't really remember a lot of this stuff. I don't remember this. Open new tab. Open work support. Headquarters manager, enter HQ. No, it's not this one. Can't be. Come on, if it's the old one doesn't work. What's else? Did I really forget that long? Headquarters manager. Enter HQ. No, it wasn't here. What the fuck was that? Okay, I know hidden is one of the values. Fuck this unity thingy. Did I really forget to update it completely? Well, that's inconvenient now, isn't it? What's really here? For some reason I really remember being on Arena Manager instead. For some reason. Arena Manager. Guess I just forgot about it, huh? This is annoying, I don't even remember how we did it exactly. I need to make a new string for it. Fuck's sakes. Yeah, this is HQ, so I need to replace it here. I need to make the new string right here. I go back to the node that I have. I just need to go to chart data list, wasn't it? So that I can see the level filing list, so that I remember how this shit was done. New string that. Oopsie. Yeah, copy everything, paste it, remove, most of the contents. I'll copy only that. See if I can update right now because I really fucking forgot about it. Really didn't fucking remember at all. Which is annoying because now I have to add it back in. Don't want to listen to only this. That. I fucking can't do this like it was before. Look now does HQ. This is going to be fucking annoying now. Did I have to draw? Oh, I did. Didn't I? Save all. Edit method again. Go here to here. Compile it. For fuck's sakes. Yes, paste that. Copy that. Open notepad for a second. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Paste it here for a moment. Console, this is like that, saved, do that, do it again. And just in case I'm gonna... This is the bottom one, isn't it? No, it isn't. Some fucking reason. Headquarters manager at HQ. Just in case I'm going to open a new tab and open because I'm confused how I don't have it. In this one should have it. What? Oh yeah, that's fair enough. Open works for. I should have it at least here. This is what confuses me so. Headquarters manager enter HQ. But I don't have it here either, not old either. This is what confuses me so. I need to look into the music all over again, for fuck's sakes, man. It's going to take so fucking long. Let's see if I can make this worker list. No, not here, the top one. Yeah. I'm just fucking semi-frame. Where is it? New string, yeah. That. And I need to look into all the music again. That's so annoying. Might as well try to find it. Yes, or really just back up in a way, Notepad or some shit. Maybe Excel to have it all organized nicely. One way or another. Yoki bundle, Yoki superfly, stage arena here. Right. No. That. Open. Arena, stage arena. Continue. Right. Can't fucking look that music. Of course. Guess we fucking opening the music then. Looking at the OST itself. Madness, Project Nexus OST. The OST itself. Ring. I don't fucking remember which one it was. Hidden, Black Cloud, Stance Unit, Awful Pretty. Awful Pretty I did like. At least I remember it was very nice. Pretty past Omnium, Burst for Bosso, Frankenstein, Course of the Damned, also Dark Asylum. Child of the Swamp, Zombie, I also liked quite much. Oopsie. Zombie, open another one. Observat, negative I guess. I'll remake the list before updating it on before posting the video and whatnot. Just want to have it done this for now. I want to make it randomizely pick every single song that you have downloaded. That will be a bit annoying. Well, if it has action or whatnot. So for now that's done. I also need to check if it works at the end of the day. Automated done, doctor done, imprint, level select. Maria Sony, that, quartermaster, fire recruit, I guess that's that. Yeah. Nothing interesting. HQ stats. Basically, what you need. There were 15 upgrades, which makes 16. And I want to have 100 hirelings, being 15 upgrades. How much was it? I just. Oh, did I really forget to even update that? Yes, I did. I forget a lot more than I remember. At least change this to 24, this to 0, that's to 12, and that's to 4. This is basically harling. How many harlings you can carry with you on the squad. 24. After fickle friends, after the gods, and after rescuing the pilot. and that's before Nexus can apply it. But that doesn't really matter since you don't have access to the arena stages before this. Each 15 total upgrades, so I will need. How much was it? Okay. 15 times 7, how much? No, 15 times 6. 90, yeah. 10, 6. To be able to have a hand open. Next, this is how many hardlings you get when you tell Bossman to bring them. After fence, I've reduced it to 25 because just to skip off on the log. Make this 5 and we make this 15. That's about it. You know, fickle friends, you get 25 hardlings. When you hard, you bring them, you ask Bossman to bring them. After the goods 15, I'll change it to 10, I guess. And these two, I don't know. Max level, I don't really care about this, and I don't even remember if it was here or another place. Change it. It is here, because it's 10 base levels and 5 and 4 per how many upgrades you have. Med clone, this doesn't work, and this doesn't work. Another this one. Interactive. All this interactive shit. God damn man. God damn. Actually, I could technically go and look at the music if I were to. Okay, probably posted. If I were to revert it. Oh, actually, I can just download it. Why, but I don't have it included. Yeah, I'm done. I'm dumb. I don't have it included on the mod itself. Nah. Oh well, whatever. Unlike the name guys, which have it included. To skip on all this bullshit. Token, speed, invulnerability, infinite ammo, damage, cash. Yes, I have any custom text for this crap. Because I like the funny. Token, speed, invulnerability, infinite ammo, damage, cash. It's the same fucking thing. Return your string. Down. Copy. Cash. Down. Spadong. And I'm done. This amount is how much cash it pops up, how much you get whenever you pick up the cash buff thingy. They drop the pickup or whatever it's called. I just take like that. Damage! Triple damage! Infinite ammo. It's on. Don't even know if I'm being heard by this mic. Maybe I'm recording all this on silent. Who knows? It will be kind of mad if I was. Compile. Speed boost. You're too slow, take the cuts up, and so on and so forth. Got to go faster than fast. Token pictures. Pictures, swag, drip, juice, depth, oof, bonk, high score. W. Spam. And this is done. Next thingy, also close this. So then don't have to be bothered by them. Save it just in case. Watch as the game gets updated again and fucks me over yet again. We'll be fine with it. We'll be fine with it. That card I'm tested in the market main. Down here it's the how many stuff can spawn from the black market. I still being dependent on the states arena states that you build. Plus the standard value because I don't care about the standard value. I just make it multiplied by the tier that I have being 25. So that tier 10 you have to have the 5 items. And on the black market. It essentially grants you access to every single custom one. Or other items that are just specifically made to spawn on the black market. Like some of my items. If anyone cares for my mods. Next. I really hope we're on S, so it comes to the hireling stuff, but I will leave that for last. Because it will take a quite a bit to do, and it's a bit less interesting. And I also need to update the trade list for the hireling, so. Need to add the custom traits that Wigidon cooked up the idea for. Essentially making custom non-existent other empty traits that do jack shit. That actually do nothing on their own. But when making additional edits to certain things, copy, like giving conditions for certain things to happen to harlings, like making them spawn with specific whatchamacallit behaviors and traits and whatnot, and their focus skills. Their focus skills are cool and interesting and blah, 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 so on and so forth. UI version. You can change your game version to whatever the fuck you want here. UI version, I just use the same little thingy as always. Might instead of how was it? Yeah, might do that and remove that. Might keep the return game version right now. Yeah, just so that it's simpler to keep up. It just makes it even longer. Imagine. I wonder if it goes just or it suckers up, and down. Only kind of funny. And UI menu, it's at here. What do we have here? Phobos! Our favorite god. God wannabe. And the fucking custom lines, custom codes that I've added up alongside it. It has the old name ones and the ones that I've added in. I shall make even more of them just to fuck up with the players. Among references, you know, I don't even remember. It's a sin that this doesn't scale up entirely. It ends around here, I think. You're nothing to me, but I think it ends here, if I'm not wrong. It cuts everything else away, since it doesn't fit. Phobos Gaming. Okay, I think that's about that. I should go for madness. Out of the both. Highest. Can't play highest difficulty. Yeah, UI stage menu. I always forget about this. This is the other one. Fuck. This one. Here, UI stage menu, can play highest difficulty, do this, edit method, return to. Congratulations, you can now play madness difficulty on whatever the fuck you want. There was also the what do you call it? I think it was here. Yeah, chart creator power, not wrong. Yeah, here. I don't remember how I did it. This is for the origin thingy. Chart creator. The origin selection page. Just looking to see what values I've used last 12. Yeah. I don't remember exactly. There's a lot of fucking bullshit here. This is the minimum, the maximum. No. This is the minimum how many origins you have on a single line, which is 6. And a maximum of 11. Using the auto calculating it from the total amount of origins divided by 12 reduced by 12 divided by 2 divided by 2.5% or 250 or 0 no, yeah 2.5 divided by 2.5, and this is something related to the scaling, which is kind of fucked up and you have to bother yourself a lot, yada yada yada. So just make this 12 and this 12 and call it a day. Next. Fuck you mean. Save all. Yes. Should work now. Technically. Yes. Need to close it. I need to reopen it. $12. No, not that. 12 that. Compile. Yeah, you just need to, whenever it gives you those kind of bullshit errors, save all, close, and reopen. And to save yourself trouble, just remember to keep 2 pages of the old one if you have one, and the new one open. Old one can also just be wigdons or mine assembly to edit. Simply enough to save you some of the trouble. And now we go to squad hirelings, whatever. Yeah, squad hirelings. And we are going to be a bit more here. I don't fucking know how long this video is right now, but I see that it's 1 hour long at least. Yippee! Don't know how fucking useful this is for everyone, but potato potato. Yeah, yes. I will just copy everything since adapt swing has changed anything to it. Just adapt it. So, yeah, these changes, I guess I at least saw it. Chart data create the base handling that it uses. It uses the character handling normally. You can change to whatever you want, or you can do this. Chart, same deal, null. And then if it's 75%, use the character whose description contains is a handling. If it goes past it, it goes to another 75%. is a mini hurling and spawns this instead. If it fails, it goes to the last one and is a higher hero hurl. I'm not sure the exact number, but I think it's a fair calculation, I guess. Like it's 25% for this, or less than 25%, but technically 25% from this to this. Another 25% for this, So it's like, I don't know, maybe 75, 20, 5%, I guess, maybe, I don't know. This is establish hurling skill and attributes. If the character doesn't have the trait heroic, establish the starting gear, as in if they spawn with random armors. I don't remember what this does. I make my name the same as my own sort of name. Return product name, garble, half hours, and so on, so forth. Yeah, that's about it. Not remember why this needs to be here. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Temp. No. Chicron's fat. No. The final links is later. This established hurling skills and attributes, which are long as fuck used after the madness that we don't need, which is essentially the skill priorities, which is a lot to take into account. But essentially, if the character has a really strong acrobatics, it will remove the acrobatic skill priority from each priority. For example, its priority fee gets removed from there, and it gets inserted to priority 0, as in the very first one. Bam, and becomes the skill focus. Strong melee, incendiary, strong weak, the same thing for acrobatic. The weak stuff, it removes it from, if it's the focus, it just removes it and adds it at the last one. Same for the rest. Strong acrobatic melee, it just removes those two. 50-50, it adds them, else it adds the other ones. 50-50, acrobatic becomes 0, then melee becomes 0, or the other one, melee, acrobatic, same thing. And it goes on and so forth. There is the weakness version because you can get the same effect but just getting the other ones first. Skill focus is 0, skill weakness not. If my character has heroic, it will only level one. It won't level up. No. If the character doesn't have the heroic trait, it will level up the hurlings. If it does, it won't. For example, if I have a level 30 Hank, or whichever level his Hank is, which is 30 if I recall, he will spawn with level 30 regardless of what progress the game you have. Otherwise, if they don't have the heroic, the heroic trait, they will spawn with random levels. A Hank with random levels, for example. The same deal applies the imprints. For example, no extra behaviors, it won't give the hurling new behaviors, and no extra traits, it won't give the hurling new traits. And such. Also, they updated to title, which I remember that I also need to change it. And also add the new hurling stuff. So I go to update title and send the new stuff. The wig don't cooked up, which essentially makes so that depending on the priority they get certain titles. For example, the character has less than 50 levels. If the character is level is less than 50, it will get, depending on its skill priorities, certain titles. Clever, placed this way: acrobatics, range, unarmed; acrobatics, melee, unarmed, and so on and so forth. For 29 and 29, for less than 29 and higher than 29, as in level 30. At least this should be. Yep, from here I should start copying from here to the bottom, copy method dot. Now you can slow down the video, pause it or whatever, and look through this, copy it yourself, or whatnot. Or just ask me and I'll just paste it somewhere, pass it to you in Discord or whatever. I am on demand this project Nexus server, so you can contact me there. Just ping me. I don't care if you do or not. I do enjoy talking, so long as you don't piss me off. Select guy, random behaviors, which I need to change. This, yeah, you can see here the vanilla behaviors that it is can randomly spawn. They can randomly be proud, good foot, bubble, sprint on in pursuit, each finger, so on and so forth, unarmed. They can be randomly personal if they have the secondary trait, so you can get fucked in the ass if you have a primary focus range guy with a secondary focus on unarmed, and get the unlucky effect of the 30% personal rate. So if you want him to be a sniper or use pistols or whatever, something more from range, from far, well, get capped. Get personal effect on it. But the master camper is fucking stupid. It's bad. It's bad in the way it's implemented in the game, especially for hirelings because they will get surrounded and instantly fucking killed. In raids are the blobber and so on and so forth for every skill groups and whatnot. You can also combine them by the way. I don't remember how Wigidon did it. He has it differently on his. No, yeah, I remember. If the character has the skill group has a chance to get these behaviors together. And same goes for traits. I just randomize everything because I think it's more interesting that way. You get more unique stuff, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna just change it for my own because I don't like it. I don't like that. I just prefer mine way more. It makes the handlings way more competent and way more unique in a way. Yes. So if I go back here, I can go to non-personal. Only applies if it's the main focus skill. Doesn't apply to non-focus skills, and you want an arm gaze to be personal. And also bull rush with a 10% chance because fuck you the player and it's kinda fun. To the max, defensive, and so on and so forth. I need to make the traits as well. The method, that. Okay, I can probably just copy everything here. Then go here. Create method, like that. Edit class, and then I can probably just do that. Yeah, I might need to remove one of those. Yeah, I'm not sure. Twitch, and it's here now. Yippee! Heavy random handling with your zone, level up handlings once. You only level up handlings, can level up. I think here is where you change how far they can level up. So if it's less than level 30, they can level up. If you change this value, I think they go further. Guys, generate recruits. This is for the level caps that they can spawn with. I'm not wrong. Generate recruits. Yeah, I have this divided by 4, this divided by 1. This, for example, caps it if you have the max level to 30. If you change it to 1, it makes it so that if it's 2, makes sure that it can only spawn up to level 15, depending on what your max level is for the hirelings. This is the minimum, if I'm not wrong. I think, not sure. Garble name, which is the thingy that randomizes letters on the names. So just to get rid of it, 999 instead of need to delete everything, it just gets deleted. Unless the name is longer than 999 letters, which is I doubt you can. Someone is stupid enough to make such a long name. just not making slightly longer names because it's kind of funny, but a 999 name, letter name. That's absurd. Yeah, the final names, I need to do that later. Yeah, the last thing that I need is to complete this first, which I'm just going to copy paste. Da, 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 da. And that, and we're done. Bam. Alright, the names. This is going to take a while too. Did it get sent again? No, I see it working properly. Excluding for this, of course it doesn't. They never touched it. Don't fucking touch it, it still gets hidden. This got hidden again, for fuck's sake. It's going to take a while to find him again. This didn't get hidden. The custom needs for Harlings and whatnot. Name list, custom characters. Here, there. Create field. Rather I can just edit class. Characters. People. Yakuza. Project Moon. Lobotomy agent. Hide me. There we go. There we down again. Here. Ladies, hide me. We go to edit. No, nothing. Method to edit class. This is the and I should technically be able to do that. Complete it and they're all here from the get-go. I just need to look into the buy and why not. It's annoying that I can't go to the can't because for some fucking reason it hides them. It's here, then it's fucking again up here. Don't understand why. So yeah, this is the random names that you need to what to define all names. You need to eventually add them. Just for now, I just make it like this because it's more convenient instead of having everything in the same list. I don't know if it's a fixed naming or whatever. The buy. Phrases buy. Uses whenever handling you get away from handling. Bam. I did a few. Next, we go to fired. Not sure when this happens, to be honest. Fired. You are fired. I think it happens if the handling is around the base and idling around the base, you know. When you have them around, just what was it? Lazing around, let's say. The base, and you fire them. I think that's and they try to leave the building. That's when they use that lines. At least I think so. I'm not sure. Hello, this is this the massive fucking list of hello, which is the most common you will see. Is the one that gets used whenever you get close to them while they're idling around the place. Next is hired. I think it's the same deal as the fires, but whenever they idle around the base waiting to get hired, if you hire them and they try to move towards an empty spot within the base, you might be able to trigger it, I think, question mark, I don't know. Not they particularly care, or whatever. Army is whenever they're lazing around the base, around the entrance of the base. and you get close to them, which I made added a few of them. Pick me, please don't leave me behind again. And neglect, we don't fucking know what it is for. True product swing, but I don't know if you will answer. Neglect. I thought I had a thing name. Name is to address the target directly, if I remember correctly. For example, when the character moves his head to look at someone, they will address the target with this name, whichever name they have. For example, if you are in a character is named Robert, you will say, I thought we had a thing, Robert. It also works for name, and I think there was something else, or was it only name? You can also use Sitquad, I'm not sure how, which pronounced. I don't particularly have an example here. Yeah, no, it's I don't mind. Press that. Yeah, the final names. This would be the last one. Edit method. Copy this. I need to save it. Save all. Go to edit method. Go here. Compile. Save all. Okay. Well, that's that. Yeah, I think that's that. I just need to update the HQ thingy again to make sure I have all the things that I want. And need to remove this old one because I need to replace it. I just need to find each headquarters manager. I need to change the music here. I will do that off screen because I don't want to fucking be bothered even more. So yeah, hope this has helped in any sort of way, in any sort of level, and we'll see y'all later. Bye bye.